Hey everyone, I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we're going to review the Terminator 2 Judgment Day Sarah and John Connor figure 2-pack from NECA Toys. These figures are available at Target stores here in the US and also available to international fans. More details on that are on ToyHypeUSA.com, where you can buy it if you're international, or if you're in the US and you can't find it at Target. We have one other store that has it for pre-order currently. So hopefully if you get your order in time soon, you will get it. So the figure, and I want to thank NECA Toys for providing this for review. We greatly appreciate that. So this figure 2-pack is packaged in a window box, and the front of it looks really good. It's beautiful artwork. I'm really impressed with this. I think they did really a stellar job on it. Great attention to detail, and they got various scenes from the movie in there. The classic chase right there. Great shot of Sarah and John. And of course, the T-800. And the sides are also a little bit different. Has the Terminator 2 Judgment Day logo, a picture of John Connor. And the other side has a picture of Sarah Connor. And the top of it, Terminator 2 logo. And the back has a few pictures of the figures, Sarah and John Connor, along with a description, which you can read about down here. There's a closer look for you guys. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to read that. And of course, the bottom gives you names of all the great people at NECA Toys that are responsible for bringing this great 2-pack together. And here's a look at the figures. They are carefully positioned in a plastic tray along with their accessories. Sarah Connor is a reissue from the 2016 figure, and John Connor is a reissue from the San Diego Comic-Con 2019 release. And this is the first time that John Connor is available in this line in a mainstream release, so that's very cool. And the other side is just an opening flap there, and you got another picture of the two figures, which is great. And here's a tray shot for you guys, again looking at the figures along with all their accessories. Alright, so here's an in-hand look at Sarah and John Connor. As I said a few moments ago, Sarah Connor is a reissue from 2016, and John Connor is offered for the first time outside of San Diego Comic-Con. He was the exclusive last year. Came with the motorcycle, but the motorcycle is not included in the set. I kind of wish it was, but it's not. So the figures look great. Phenomenal detail. Likenesses are really top-notch, and I think they did a phenomenal job on these. I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with the Sarah Connor sculpt, as it's been 4 years since we've last seen this particular figure version of her released, for that matter. And it's still a great sculpt, as you would expect. There's a look at the sides. Great attention to detail there. And there's a look at the back for John Connor. Great attention to detail as well. And let's turn them around, giving you guys a look. Feet are a little bit crooked. There's your look at the back. And there's a close-up for Sarah and John Connor. Great attention to detail on the head sculpts. I think they really nailed it on these. And I have the 2016 version of Sarah Connor, which we're going to take a closer look at. There's a little bit of difference between the two figures as far as paint apps, but I don't think those were intentional. Just basically just the factory. And John Connor. Same thing here. I think they did a very nice job on them. And one little tiny detail, you see the watch on his wrist here. That's a great sculpting there. Okay, and here's a comparison of the 2016 Sarah Connor along with this brand new 2-pack release that's just been offered. From a distance, it looks like the exact same figure, no changes, but until you get a little closer, you notice that there's a few changes. The black on the suit, it's a little bit of a tone difference, let's call it. There's also a tone difference in the skin tone, and there's a little bit more added deco on the head sculpt there, such as the lips are now painted, which I'll bring the camera up a little bit closer so you guys can see that. But from here, you should be able to see the difference with the skin tone, the toneness of the black, and the facial deco. And let's turn these around, give you guys a look at that as well. So from the back, it's harder to tell if there's any difference. The hair pretty much looks the same, but until you get a closer look at it, this one is a bit more filled in as far as the deco, and this one's a little bit lighter. So you should be able to see that difference as well. Okay, here's a closer look at Sarah Connor. So you should be able to see the facial deco a little bit more. The new one is on the right here, and you see the lips are painted as opposed to the 2016 release. They're really not painted, it's more of a flesh tone. With that, I think the new release has an even better likeness to Sarah Connor. And as I said, there's a closer look at the paint deco on the hair. You also see the significant difference between the two. The 2016 version is on the left here, and that gives you a darker hair, whereas the new release is on the right, and that's lighter. Sarah Connor comes with the same 3 HUD sculpts that she previously came with. This one here has the glasses and head on top of her head here. And it's a great sculpt, great likeness. You also see the lips were painted just like the other head sculpt. Here's a look at the side. And in the back, you see the long ponytail. And there's a closer look for you guys. Again, the glasses and hat are on top of her head. And this, again, this is a great head sculpt. And here's a look at the third head sculpt. This one has the hair going down the sides, different facial expression, and there's also the new deco. You see the painted lips on there. And this is definitely another great head sculpt. And you see the hair going along the back there, which looks great. And there's a closer look for you guys. Great attention to detail there, just like the other 2 head sculpts. I think this came out great. Okay, continuing on with the accessories, Sarah Connor includes a shotgun, which she can hold in 1 or 2 hands. And it's a great accessory. I think they did a phenomenal job on it. It's the same one previously offered. And this here can even lift up, which you see there, which is a pretty cool feature. And you see the bullets on top. They're also painted in a metallic gold. And on the other side, they are painted a little bit of blue you see there. Again, it's a great accessory. and fits very nicely in her hands, nice and snug, doesn't fall out too easily. She also comes with a rifle that I believe is also previously offered, and it's a great accessory, great likeness, great attention to detail, just as you would expect from the Terminator line. And here's a better look at it for you guys. Again, it's a great accessory. It comes with a strap that you can put around her body. That's made of soft plastic, and it's painted in a dark gray and a black. And there's a closer look at it for you guys. It's a great accessory, as you can see, and it can fit in one hand or two, as shown. And the tip of it also has a hole in there, just as a real rifle would, which is a very cool little detail. Has a scope on top. I think they did a phenomenal job giving fans something realistic in this scale. And here's another look at Sarah Connor's shotgun, which I showed you with the other head sculpt. I also put her knife into the holster there, and that slides right in just as it did with the 2016 release. That's a great feature for this figure. And if you look very carefully, I also put John Connor's backpack on. You should be able to see the straps around his shoulders there. And let's turn him around. And you see the... It's a little bit trouble standing. Okay, there we go. So you see the blue backpack with the black zipper compartments, a black handle on top, and you see the sculpted folds, just as a real backpack would look when it's on your back. So I think they did a very nice job on that. And let's give you guys a closer look at this backpack. There are the straps around his shoulders, which you can see. And as I turn him around, you see the very nicely sculpted backpack on his back there. Looks really good, looks realistic, and I think they did a very nice job on it. Sarah Connor also comes with a pistol, which she's holding in her hand there, that is painted in a dark gray with a black handle, and they did a very nice job on that accessory as well. John Connor comes with some of the same accessories that he came with last summer at San Diego Comic-Con, including the hacking device, which is, as I'm sure you're aware, a bit fragile, especially the cord here. So just be extra careful when playing around with that. It can also be held in one hand at a time or placed on a desk or something, whatever you prefer. Again, it's a fragile accessory. And of course, the endoskeleton arm from the first movie. And that's in a display case there. And I think they also did a very nice job on this. What I like about this is that you can open it and check out the arm. Just look at that great attention to detail there. Very nice job sculpting. This arm and hand is non-articulated, and it's only meant for display. So you should have heard the light snap. And there's a closer look at the hacking device for you guys. I think they did a very nice job on it. A lot of great sculpting work on there. You see the keyboard, you see the screen, you see where this is plugged in here. It's a great accessory. And again, it's a bit on the fragile side, but definitely worth having with them. So now that I have this 2-pack in hand, it gave me a good excuse to open the San Diego Comic-Con John Connor figure, which I left in package for over a year. I haven't had a chance to open it. So I opened it and took a closer look, compared the two figures, and you should see a lot of changes between the two figures, not just in the jacket, but the shade of dark black in their shirt, right there. I don't see any major changes in the jeans or really too much of the sneakers, although these sneakers look a little bit darker than those to me. And there's also some changes in the facial expression, which you see there. You should be able to see that on camera. And there's a little bit of change in the paint apps as well on the head sculpt. And when I turned him around, I also noticed that there's a slight different shade of blue on the backpack between the two figures. The new one in this 2-pack is a little bit of a darker blue than the San Diego Comic-Con release, which is looks a little bit brighter. You can see it on there. And there's a closer look at John Connor's head sculpt for you guys. You should be able to see the differences in the paint apps on the head sculpt now. The lips, just like Sarah Connor, they're better painted than the San Diego Comic-Con release, which is right there. And you also see the significant difference in the jacket. This one is like an army camouflage, and this one is just a solid green. Both of them look great, but honestly, I kind of like the one from the 2-pack a little bit better. I think they did a really great job on the face there, and it's probably just a little bit of a better likeness, in my opinion. And just for reference, here is a comparison for you guys of the T-800 Terminator Arnold Schwarzenegger that was released several years back from NECA. So overall, I think this is an amazing set, definitely worth picking up. It might be a little bit hard to find now, but there is an option to purchase it for international customers as well as US customers. For more information on that, go to toyhypeusa.com. Again, this is an amazing set, great attention to detail, great likenesses. It's just phenomenal that they found a spot for John Connor outside of Comic-Con, which is what usually NECA is able to do with the Turtles line. Maybe not everything, but in this case, they found a spot for him, and I think it's a great set. Definitely worth adding to your collection. You can't go wrong with picking this up. So check out toyhypeusa.com where to buy now. I am Anthony Scott of toyhypeusa.com. Thank you so much to NECA Toys for providing this for review. We greatly appreciate that. Please like and share this video. We would appreciate that as well. Please follow us on social media, links below in the YouTube description, or on the right-hand side of the website under Follow Us. You'll be looking for icons. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for more coverage.